August 8th, 1995. The day Playtime Co. died. Employees arrived at the factory like any normal morning. Coffee machines hummed softly. Footsteps echoed through the hallways. Children's music played from hidden speakers. Everything seemed normal. But deep below the factory, something had already begun. Inside the underground labs, red warning lights flickered endlessly. Scientists rushed between control rooms in panic. Monitors showed containment cells opening one by one. Empty cages, broken chains, blood across the floors. A terrified researcher grabbed a radio tightly. This is not a drill. The experiments are loose. Suddenly, a loud scream echoed through the laboratory. Then silence, the radio filled with static. Above the labs, the main factory workers noticed something strange. The toy mascots had disappeared from their stations. Huggy Wuggy was gone. Mommy Longlegs was gone. Catnap was gone. Every living toy had vanished. Then the emergency alarm activated. Lockdown initiated. All exits sealed. Panic spread instantly. Employees ran toward the doors, but every exit was already locked. Metal shutters slammed down across the building. Then the lights turned red. The cheerful music stopped completely. Silence filled the factory. Then, heavy footsteps echoed from the toy corridor. Slow, massive. Workers stared into the darkness nervously. A giant blue figure slowly appeared. Huggy Wuggy. But he no longer smiled like a mascot. His fur was soaked with blood. His eyes looked empty, cold, hungry. One employee whispered softly, "What happened to him?" Suddenly, Huggy sprinted forward unnaturally fast. Screams exploded through the hallway. Employees scattered everywhere. Huggy's long arms grabbed one worker instantly. The lights flickered violently. Lights splattered across the walls. Then came more sounds, crawling in the vents, laughter echoing upstairs, metal scraping underground. The other experiments had awakened too. Mommy Longlegs descended slowly from the ceiling. Her limbs twisted unnaturally around the pipes. She giggled softly. Nobody leaves Playtime. Suddenly she grabbed two employees at once. Their screams echoed briefly, then stopped. Deep inside the game station, Catnap moved silently through the darkness. Purple smoke drifted behind him. Workers collapsed unconscious one by one. Some never woke up again. Others disappeared into the shadows. The factory became a nightmare within minutes. Everywhere. Running, crying, screaming. Blood covered the bright, colorful walls. Toys watched silently from the shelves. Then inside the main control room, the executives locked themselves inside. Security cameras showed the massacre happening across the entire building. One executive whispered shakily, "How are they communicating?" Another monitor suddenly changed by itself. Static flashed across the screen. Then a horrifying image appeared. The prototype. Watching from the darkness underground, long metal claws spranked against the floor. Multiple voices whispered from inside its body. The hour of joy has begun. Suddenly, every monitor shut off at once. Complete darkness filled the control room. Then, knock! Silence. Knock! One executive slowly backed away. The metal door bent inward violently. Boom! Another hit! Boom! The locks began snapping apart. Someone outside whispers softly, "Open the door." The voice sounded almost human, but wrong. The door finally burst open. Huggy Wuggy slowly stepped inside. Blood dripped from his fur. His smile stretched wider than ever before. Behind him, many long legs clawed across the ceiling. Cat then watched silently through the hallway. And deep behind them, a total pace.